Hi, so for this recovery routine, we're going to focus on the hips, on the lower body. This is great after you finish training or after maybe a long day sat at a desk or in the car. I like to do this routine before I go to bed because when I give my body an opportunity to chill out, relax, I also find that my sleep and my recovery is so much better as well. So let's get started. The first exercise that we're going to do is going to be a saddle stretch. So for this, knees are going to be on the ground. You can just sit on your ankles, sit on your feet. From here, you're going to lean backwards. Sometimes you can just put your hands backwards. If you've got better range, you can go down to your elbows, or even better, you can go all the way flat. Just go to where you feel comfortable, because we're going to hold this stretch for 1.5 minutes. So during this stretch, we're going to incorporate box breathing, which is just another way to even better relax the muscles. Box breathing is where we breathe in for a count of 5, hold our breath at the top for a count of 5, slowly breathe out for a count of 5, and then with our lungs empty, hold our breath for another count of 5. So we'll do this one for the remaining time. So we're going to breathe in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lungs full, hold our breath, 3, 2, 1. Slowly breathe out for the count of 5, 3, 2, 1. And then lungs empty for a count of 5, 2, 1. And we go again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lungs full, 3, 4, 5. Slowly breathe out, 3, 4, 5. And then lungs empty, 4, 4, 5. Do it 2 more times. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lungs full, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then lungs empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lungs empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, from this position, we're going to slowly come back up to neutral, and then you can just recover from there. The next stretch we're going to do is called the pigeon stretch. So the pigeon stretch, what we'll do is have 1 foot forward at 90 degrees perpendicular, and the other leg stretched back. From here, I like to just put my hands on my legs just to stabilize. But if you want to put your hands on the ground, then that's also fine. So from this position, we're going to keep our chest up so we get a nice stretch in our back hip. And we're going to hold this stretch for 1.5 minutes. When I'm doing these stretches, I try to just really regulate my breathing. So we can incorporate breathing exercises like we just did in the saddle stretch, or we can just slow down our breathing, just breathing through our nose nice and slowly. Try and breathe in, breathe out, like 6 to 8 seconds with each inhale and exhale. As you breathe out, just allow your muscles to melt, find some new range. We're not forcing anything here, we're just letting the body naturally relax. There's no ideal position to get to. You're just at where you are, and over time you'll find that your positions improve, but along the way you'll find that your body just feels a lot more recovered and ready for when you next go into your next session. 5 seconds. Okay, nice and slowly. We're going to go to the other side. Try and get this shin nice and parallel, and then we can sink into the other side. Same again for this, nice controlled breathing through our nose. Inhale. Exhale. Should feel a nice stretch in your hip, in your glute. More seconds on this side. Last 5 seconds. Okay. Just recover from there. So the next stretch we're going to do is called the lizard stretch. Here you're going to start with on your hands and knees, and then you're just going to take one foot to the outside of your hand, and this back leg, you're just going to extend it backwards even further. We're going to hold this position for 1 minute on each side. If you feel like you can, if you've got a little bit more range, you can also put your elbows down on the ground, which will intensify the stretch. And you should feel tightness on the stretch through this hip and also through this back, the front of your back hip as well. Same as before, we're just going to really slow down our breathing. Focus on breathing just through your nose for a count of 6 to 8 seconds with each inhale and exhale. Last 20 seconds. Nice and slowly. We're going to come back up to our start position and change to the other side. So bring your right foot forward next to your hand. And then if you can, bring your elbows down onto the ground. We hold here for another minute. Last 15 seconds. Okay, recover from there. So what we'll move on to next is a groin exercise or a groin stretch. This is called the standing straddle. So for this one, I'm going to stand up and bring your legs outside of your shoulders, a little bit wider if you can. And then from here, we're going to try and keep our back straight, but we're going to lean over and then put our hands on the ground. You should feel stretch in your adductors, the inside of your legs. I'm going to hold it here for 1.5 minutes. If you feel like this stretch is quite easy, you can always bring your legs a little bit wider, or you can try and bring your chest closer to the ground. Just trying to keep your legs relatively straight. They can have a little bit of a bend, but you're just trying to keep them straight so that you get that stretch in your adductors. So for this stretch, what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate some belly breathing. Belly breathing is where we focus on the inhale and exhale just coming through our belly and not our upper chest. So we're going to breathe in through our nose for a count of 4 seconds just to expand our belly. Okay? So let's start now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then breathe out for 8 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, just into your belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then everything out from your belly in 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then everything out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got another 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. I'm going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, from here we're just going to work our feet back in, come up to standing position, nice and controlled, then come back onto our mat. And the final position that we're going to do is called the rebound. So rebound is basically just some time where you give your body an opportunity to adapt to what we've just done in the session. So it's quite simple as laying on the ground with your eyes closed for the next 2 to 3 minutes, not thinking about what you've got to do next, not thinking about, any of your muscles, any of your sore points, just trying to be present in the moment and relax. This is such an important opportunity to give your body and your mind an opportunity to not be taken away by the stresses that we might have in life. Finding those 2 to 3 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes a day where you can just be quiet and with yourself is not only great for your mental health, but also so important for your body just to switch off and recover. We're going to call it a day for this stretch routine. Thank you so much for being part of it, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.